Hello everyone, welcome back to another First Look Friday. I'm Darkmyre and today we are looking at Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. It's a little bit old now, well, not really old, it came out the beginning of last month. It's basically an isometric RPG, so that's the one where you're kind of looking from a third-person perspective down at an angle at the characters, that kind of a perspective. We'll see who we've got in the chat. We have Chris Talbot, Pippa Gaming is here, Chief Master Sergeant Taylor Tosh, that's still a mouthful of a name, but hello to you, sir. Joshua van der Klashorts, welcome to you. Eagle Gaming is here, JJ Rocks, Drama 586, Keegan Goring is here, Mix here, Sparrow Legs. Let's get into it. We're going to start a brand new game. Now this game is a bit slower to start off with, but it seems quite fun. I was playing it for a little bit last night, and it's definitely a game that I can play a lot of, so I think pretty much we'll leave all these harder settings off, because you guys know me and hard games doesn't really work too well. Don't have the webcam up, as you can see. Basically got a new heater today and need to rearrange all the PowerPoints and things so I can have everything plugged in at the same time, so Facecam will be back tomorrow, hopefully. And Jaden, I'm good, and hello to Conscript. And yes, have had to leave the Cuffs crew, sadly. We'll still be doing multiplayer stuff with them, but just can't consistently make patrols anymore, so I had to kind of step down there. So hopefully the game's going to actually load and we'll get into the start. Well, we have a mouse cursor. That's a bit of progress. Nope, it's gone now. Oh, it's back. Can we have, like, the rest of the game, please, game? Here we go.
A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood. A nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god.
He is, JJ,
in an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual.
So I think this is the backstory of the first Pillar of Eternity game.
Known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Okay, D-Man and Jokes and Games, Abagouli, holding our best. Welcome to the stream, guys. Trying not to talk over the intro stuff here. I'm usually horrible at that.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. But maybe the gods weren't finished with us.
Are the gods ever finished with mortals?
I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us.
That's a fucking fanciful dream.
Last the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
Oh, hello, Donzi. Welcome to the stream. Hope everything is going well over in Sheepland.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death.
As always, guys, if you do enjoy this stream, and especially if you want to see more of this game, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. So we are basically just a soul at the moment. We've, I guess, died at the end of the last game. We have to walk through the abyss.
You have seen past the shroud. You
Find
are
our body.
Watcher now, and the Watcher you will stay.
That's alright, Holden. Go feed them hamsters, mate. They'll get there eventually.
A Watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
G'day, Harry. Welcome to the stream. And nice Abaguli. I do miss me some KFC.
Honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
Maybe you could get some KFC, Eagle.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely.
What do you mean by the last game, D-Man? If you mean
Something
Pillars of
created
Eternity 1, I've never played it. Was lucky enough to get a review key for this one, so I figured we'd just take a look at it, see what it's like.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
I'm not too sure yet, Joshua. I might be doing something later this evening. Probably be about 9, 10 o'clock if I do. But I do have a lot to get done this weekend, so not too sure yet. So it looks like, whoa. Just gonna see what happens with these other guys. I think they're getting sucked back into the world there. So I guess we have to keep walking and get sucked into the
Young Watcher, come.
I have to disagree with you there, Harry. I wouldn't feed McDonald's to a dog, let alone myself. KFC, though, that's good food. Well, not really good food in the healthy sense, but better than Macca's. And hello, Brooklyn. Welcome to the stream.
This strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
I do like that it is narrated as well.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gore, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
And holy shit, Onyx, you are up very late. Well, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you still conscious? It must be like Rye o'clock over there.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Okay, so we can't talk to him, we just have to walk through here. This is kind of still the abyss, you know, sort of like purgatory or heaven, I guess, whatever you want to call it. We're not quite back in our body just yet. Ah, just after 2 AM, not too bad. Thought it'd be like 4 or 5 AM by now.
Please.
Alright, can we talk to this lady?
Sit. Please.
We have to sit. I'll have a quick look at these tutorials as they come up. So yeah, basically highlighted objects, doors will open or close. Yep, cool, simple, makes sense.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in.
Ah, good old working on server stuff, and next minute it's bloody the next day. I know that's paying very well. Okay.
A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent. Like
well, don't go wrecking a sleeping pattern like mine, Onyx, when you're on vacation. That would not work out too well. They do, and I think this game is actually an indie game. I believe it was a Kickstarter game.
Preoccupied with the arrangement of
so they have done really well.
With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card.
Nice, nice voice acting so far.
And raises her eyes to meet yours.
And the depth of the character creation stuff, as I said, I played this a bit last night.
You of your powers,
wait till this is over.
Fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
But yeah, the character creation side of it has a lot of depth to it. It's pretty much like a traditional tabletop role-playing game. So these is basically what happened in the first game. We've got a random thing that I kind of slapped together, not knowing anything about the game last night, and a whole bunch that the developers provide. We're going to go with, I think it was this one. So we can sign the souls of the Wholeborn to oblivion. No, that's not the one I picked last night. That's one of them. One of these is the actual god that's right here, this one. Fair and balanced. So we returned the souls back to the wheel, so that I guess they could be reborn, and everything else was balanced and judicious.
Does everything appear to be in order? Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bareth. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here.
But is he the other half?
Is slight,
it's kind of
her
weird.
gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
So these are sort of special options that we get because of what we picked at the start there. We get other things like that based on our skills later.
You defeated Theos at Sun and Shadow. You did not. Admirable.
She delicately places a card on the table. A bell in a tower. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you.
Well, that's never good.
The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Eothas. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are.
Wasn't he the one they just said that we killed before? I would guess his intentions are to fuck some shit up because we killed him.
Though Eothas stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between.
Son of a bitch, they took my soul!
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. No, but neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a Hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
The ISP was brought out.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
So yeah, if he fucked up our castle, killed all of our friends, we want to find this bastard and
it is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding lands.
322 people he killed.
Their souls remain in Eothas still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
So, I'm pretty sure we have to basically serve her. I don't know what's going to happen if we take the wheel. But I think we're going to go with the safe option. and serve her, do what she wants. She's the magical god. Ah, so Sol was the ISP that got bought by TPG. I remember when TPG used to have like a free nighttime plan back in the days of dial-up.
Remember who you were. The last whisper.
The only thing I know about them.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
Well, that's just creepy.
When you can picture your own face, the beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Alrighty then. So as I said, it is a bit of a slow start. Should pick up, I think, once we get into the game and can start exploring and things. So this is the character creation. It is very in-depth. We've got to go through a whole bunch of different steps. We've got a few, you know, obviously the default fantasy races, dwarf, elf, and you saw human already. Not sure why it's taking so long to load. But it's also got some unique ones to this lore as well. Got this dude that's got some weird fucking face paint. A godlike thing that has some weird whatever the fuck that's meant to be on his head. Kind of a unicorn, kind of a bit something a little bit dodgy, I guess. And these Orlan, which are little furry critters. I'm going to be boring and go with a human. Definitely Onyx. This game has a lot of that kind of feel to it. We'll go ocean folk. So political. Doesn't suggest multi-class for new players, so we'll stick with single class. Less things for me to screw up. And we have like a bunch of different classes here. I'll click through these. I'm not going to stop and read them all, but people can pause the stream or the archive if they want to. And I think I'm going to go with the Cypher. I played around with it a bit last night, so I kind of know what I'm doing with this one. So I'll keep for that for this playthrough. Subclass, I don't think I went with this at all. Yeah, I think it was best to just go no subclass. And that's the ability that I tried last night, so I know how to use it. We'll stick with what I know for starters. No worries, D-Man. We'll be here for an hour or two at least. So these basically tells you what skills are recommended for your class. You've got to, you know, assign skill points like any RPG, really. I guess we'll... yeah, we'll go for kind of an all-rounder. Because I don't really know the game that well just yet. I don't know that these things actually matter. I think it's just where... oh, no, it does give you bonus skill points. So I guess we'll go with this one because the Deadfire Archipelago is basically where we are in this adventure. Makes sense that it's our homeland. So what was our job? We've got a whole bunch of different things here. And we'll go with Merchant, just because. We get to pick our weapon proficiencies. Go with that one, and we'll go with a pistol. Because yes, we can have magic and guns in this game, which is a weird combination, but find a face that looks good for our character. Guess we'll go with that one. I think that's darker. Just going to quickly go through this. Pick our starting character. That looks... yeah, that'll do.
Let's go! Yeah! Bring them down! Attack! Ah!
Stand together!
Ah! Death to our enemies! This is my favorite part!
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
That wasn't so hard.
Let's get started.
No prisoners. Take them down.
We'll go with stoic. I like that. And we'll go... oh, it's energetic. No, that looks shit. We'll go heroic. And I think that's it. We're going to call him Kenji because why not? We need to make some sushi roll. And so, you know, even like traditional Dungeons and Dragons, you get a full-on character sheet and everything. As, you know, somebody who has done quite a lot of role-playing back in the day, I really love this feel to this game.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald. Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to reveal the souls that cling to you, to open the gateway from the in-between to the waking world. Find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you, I will summon you.
And what if I want to talk to
With
you?
a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures
Great,
to the
so
dwarf,
we can't even betray her
hovering
because she's
nearby.
fucking shoved
The
some shit in
dwarf
her soul.
nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Not sure why this place is all wrecked. It has to like build itself as we try to walk here. Okay, so it looks like not everything is narrated, but basically, that's our body there, that's our friend, and that's some statue that we've got. And we have to click on our body to go back inside it. And we wake up inside our boat.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His
Really?
gasp,
It looked like he didn't do anything
mid-puff,
till I stood up.
sends him coughing and straining for breath.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake?
Not being
How
asleep.
are you feeling? Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for
Here
you.
we have a talking statue.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethus possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby.
Yeah, I kind of know that
It is
already.
only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethus withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
Misfortunes brewing topside, Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with pale
Indeed, Donzi, indeed.
rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
Well, I guess we better go parley with them.
You better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
So we'll take all that stuff.
Now make some use of it.
Yes, we don't need to be told how to friggin' equip stuff. It's basically like any RPG, drag and drop. We want our pistol and our sword. Like a proper swashbuckler. Not quite sure I like this armor that we've got, but it's what we've got to deal with.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
Well, what have we here?
Like even really decent water textures.
Lost and alone in the storm.
Okay, so a surly, British-looking captain stands stiff-backed before his crew. He scowls as he assesses us, his hair whipping about his ears in the wind.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't
I do find it
mind.
odd that not all of the
And
narration is
especially
actually
if
voice
you do.
narrated.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
Shrugging in the sheeting rain before pitting us with a slow, murderous
Give her
grin.
up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure, but at least it'll be quick.
Let's just fucking attack him.
Now you're getting it. Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with
And he's gonna
sharper
run
teeth
like a fucking chicken.
I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You had bandwidth after.
Okay, so I have got it set up so when combat starts it will auto-pause so we can figure out what we're gonna do. We're gonna basically attack these bastards and hopefully kill them all.
Defend the ship!
You can also pause it at will, hitting the spacebar. So you know when somebody dies, you can pause, have a look at what's going on, who you're going to attack next. So we've got a dude up here.
Storm's picking up! Take
Not very good
cover!
pirates, were they? So we defeated the pirates, but we're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing our crew and driving us dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. So then a loose crate stumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. Misses you, but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. Well, you should have a better name. The Defiant heaves, he pitches over the side, grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping, he cries out for help. Meanwhile, the runaway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. So, we can either save the crate or the dude. I really want the stuff in the crate, because I don't know what's in there, but we should probably be nice and rescue the poor bloke. It is the more noble thing to do. So we've got him on deck, and the crate is gone. This guy better be fucking worth it. The storm has nearly driven us ashore, flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline, and Eothas striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before we run aground. So what a great start. We've fucking barely woken up, been attacked by pirates, and now basically shipwrecked. Fucking lovely.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Fair enough.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
Perfect.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Ran aground, looks like. Statue headed inland. Guess he had business here. Or he needed directions.
I do sense a few survivors close by. The rest... You could give them guidance, but they are beyond any other help.
So, I guess that means most people are dead.
Assuming this experience has not diminished your abilities as a watcher. If you can see the souls of our dead and speak to them, it would be a great comfort.
The view's better than I would have thought. We better go see if they're all right. Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
So let's see. We've got a few different ways of wording it, basically. Then we'll go for this dramatical
Sure. I suppose
way.
if any mission could be considered special, it'd have to be this one.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go. I will make him a fighter, because then he can do all the fighty stuff. We can basically, you know, like a real-time strategy game. Actually, you can kind of pick one person, send him up there. We can pick the other dude, send him over there. So we can kind of split our party up, or we can send them all together as well. Which I'm gonna keep them together just in case we find some monsters here.
Will do.
All the things as always.
Help! Somebody! Perco Blanca!
not going to go through all of the tutorials, because most of them are pretty basic controls. So the Defiant's looking worse for wear. Hull has splintered in several places while tattered sails stand as evidence of our battle with the pirates. So apparently we have a grappling hook, which is probably going to be the best option to get up there. Use that. We've lost a grappling hook, but that's because it's attached to the ship now. We can't apparently raid these barrels. We do have this lady here that we can talk to once we find the clicking.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
So she's got a bloody gouge along her neck, along her leg. I do not play Clash of Clans Chance Plays. Not too sure if anyone else does.
I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts, but I can manage from here. Agrasima. Have you found any of the others yet? I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there, hopefully they'll see it and turn up.
So we've rescued her. We've got a few other people we need to find and rescue still. Climb down.
Enemies ahead.
Suey! Suey!
Pretty easy battle. Can we not loot him? What's the point of killing a pig if you can't loot it? It's kind of stupid.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
Okay, so this is a dead sailor's
I can't
soul
see
that we're talking
much
to.
of anything really, apart from you. Just endless grey.
Hello, Sergeant Anderson. You're dead, mate. Sorry to tell ya.
It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on.
I wonder why we've got some random southerner
Just you.
with all these British accents. That's a bit weird.
Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Yep, come along for the ride. Hopefully we can use him
Still
somehow.
seeing ghosts, huh? I suppose you're stuck with that.
Watcher, over here. It is good to see you well, Watcher.
That's the dude that we
I
saved.
believe the Boers were hoping for easy meat. The bosun, Beedle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf. I was able to calm one of the boars with a spell. For a time, at least. By the time I was through, I had lost sight of Beedle.
So he's got a pistol, but he decided to cast a fucking spell instead of shoot the pig.
I remained here, hoping he would return quickly. He has not. After we made landfall, you mean? I woke and Beedle was close by, swearing fit to bring Andra's wrath upon us a second time. We began to search for supplies. I came over this way in hopes of gathering some of that blood moss over there. I thought it might be of use. I imagine the Boers had the same idea.
No, I think they were trying to gather you and eat you.
I will make for the campfire. I must get this pistol cleaned if it's going to be of any use. Be careful in there, Captain.
So we couldn't shoot the pistol. That makes a bit more sense.
Will do.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
There might be some people in here.
Take him down. Yeah.
Hey, watch out.
Fucking lot of monsters, that's for sure.
No good.
Oh, he drops something. I think that's a better sword than what we've got. 15 to 23. No, it's the same.
I've got it. Enemies ahead.
May I be the...
Oh shit, we're like nearly dead. It's not good. Please tell me we have some health potions or something. Oh, we have a hat. Get the hat on. No, can't do that in combat. Fuck, there's so much text here. What does it actually do? Yes, it restores health. Use that. No, we can't fucking do anything in combat. Well, this could be interesting. We could die already. Run the fuck away is what you can do. And you can kill this dude. And welcome back, Keegan. We are trying not to die.
Yeah? Stay behind me.
Got him. Right, we need to fucking use that health potion. Oh no, it looks like we heal after combat anyway, so that's alright then. Not too bad. Pick up all the stuff we can.
I'll get it open. Finished.
Uh-huh.
So what do you guys watching think of this game so far? I'm personally enjoying it, but I'm not too sure if it goes very well as a streamed game. I think it's probably going to be one that I'll end up playing mostly off camera. What are we in combat with? How are we in combat? There's nothing fucking there. Oh, there he is.
Let's go.
Oh, shit, there's two of them. Attack that thing. Or, you know, just walk there and be an idiot. That fucking works too.
Take him down.
Bloody ability.
Better than that.
Fucking cast the spell, damn it. Oh, you know, don't. That works too.
What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave anyway? Collecting his thoughts?
Right.
There's some paintings there that are useless.
That art looks about as good as it's... at this point. Well, that's gonna be hard to clean.
Did I search that? I don't think I did. Apparently I did, because there's nothing there left.
Damn.
Bayadol! Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly.
Fucking, I'm not
Good
a
to see the
corpse,
two of
mate.
you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble.
Yes, you have. You're fucking dealing with traps.
Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
Thankfully,
well,
I
they
can
sting
fix
something
the damn
fierce,
things.
so mind yourself.
Fortunately, it pauses the game a fair bit, even when we already know there's traps there. It's going to pause it to say, oh look, there's more traps there. A little bit annoying.
On it.
Not sure how we got there without setting any traps off, actually. That takes some skill.
Ah, bless you, Lord. Would have been a sorry way to go. Caught up in a dead pirate's
Oh,
trap.
hi Rod Jamie, welcome to the stream. We're making some sushi roll today.
It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else? Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Yeah, you do that. The exit's the other way, but sure, go that way.
Sure. I've got it.
Even traps on the fucking treasure chests. That's just rude.
Looks like...
3 trays of sushi roll, that will be plenty. So getting lots of loot down here. We're going to need to go through all that at some point. Go up here before we go back down.
Will do.
Oh, what's this? A sea bat. Fair enough. Oh, they're friggin' spitting poison at us.
Yeah.
Very rude.
On it.
And that's fucking all there is here. Ah, this is back near the start, so that was another way out. So I guess we've done everything in this cave. Yeah, it's just a little dock, I guess, for smugglers or something to bring their illegal wares in. Hide it in the cave. dead end here, just another bloody spirit.
There's nothing for miles.
But doesn't want to come with us, so they can fucking stay there. Wonder if we can get any of these people to come with us.
What a mess. We'll be needing help getting the Defiant off the ground. We got turned around in that storm. Hard to be sure just where we are.
Okay, so it doesn't look like we can.
They warned me strange things would come following you, Watcher.
The Yodel said you had to bail him out of trouble. Diverus? Was he crying? You can tell me.
Oh, quiet! You were under a damned barrel.
Guess they don't like each other. Oh, there's somebody else.
Spy! Magran, here! My flame burns yet! Is that ye?
So he's in sound condition, but he is wet. Of
Yo,
course he is,
just
fucking
in
shipwrecked.
time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next. Aye, Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart. Some others might think that blasphemy. But when Magran hears it, Captain, oh, she knows you're filled with a fire.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Dry as kindling, Watcher.
Right.
Oh, but I am, Captain. I pray for the dint to test ourselves anew against the pirates. We'll nae let them slip away a second time.
I thought we killed the pirates.
I heard some hollering by the Defiant. Worth spying on, just in case someone went cast from the deck onto the strand. Good. I'll start a fire. A right proper fire to thank Magran for all her
We already
trials.
have a fire, you stupid old man. Oh. Okay. Can we move, please? Oh, we paused the game, that's why. So there's a wagon sitting on the road. It's been damaged or disabled. We can see some people milling about. We might sneak up on, see what's going on. Keegan, you have exceeded 100 hours. Nicely done there. Thank you for the support. So it looks like the cart is actually just stuck in the mud. We don't need to attack these people. We don't know who they are yet. We'll go say hello to them. One of the pilgrims notices you. A step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward. The weight of deep concern hangs on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? No. We'll just shrug. We don't want to tell them exactly what we're doing. So they're farmers, but they are believers in the light of Eothas. Maybe we should have attacked them, because I think he's pretty much the bad guy. So, We're not going to deal with them. They want to fucking worship the bad guy. They can be stuck there in the mod. So we have a little village here. I think looking at the stats, I'm probably going to wrap the stream up here because it doesn't look like you guys are really enjoying this game. I enjoy it. I think it's a great game and I'll be playing it a fair bit just in my own time because obviously it doesn't really translate well to the whole streaming environment. But thank you for the few people that did show up. Hope you have enjoyed the stream. I'll try and get something else happening later this evening. Not too sure what time that'll be or what we'll play yet. But keep an eye out on your subscription feed to see if we do stream something tonight. If not, I'll be back around lunchtime tomorrow with some LSPDFR. Thanks for watching, guys. Till then, have a good one.
Let's take a look.